Hey everybody and welcome, and today we're going to be doing a review here on RetroActive's Corner, or at least that's what I originally was thinking, but then I got so many questions for this episode. So joining me today is, of course, Rye Guy and King Rhythm. Good to have you guys here.
Woo! Good to be here, man. Good to be here.
Yeah, hard to believe that, because I was originally going to do a review with you on this one, you guys. But then, of course, someone I'll talk while I'm doing this. Basically, from what I've heard, a lot of people wondered, am I going to be reviewing each saga individually? And I was thinking, that sounds like a good idea. So, if a series is long and each one has a saga, we'll do it that way.
Alright, then let's start from the very, very beginning, if you don't mind.
Going right into... Oh, yeah, we'll definitely do a review, but today this is actually an episode based solely on questions for us about Dragon Ball Z and our history with it. Alright, so... we got our first question. Here we go. Our first question is, what was your first exposure to Dragon Ball Z?
My first exposure?
Yeah, like, what was your first time you ever got to experience Dragon Ball Z?
I was about 10, I believe, when I first started watching Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in general.
Nice.
A buddy of mine actually got me hooked on it, because before that, I just didn't watch anime in general. I just watched cartoons. I was 10. But my buddy got me into anime. And yeah, so I just started watching things I liked, and Dragon Ball Z was high on my list, so
Nice.
I started watching every episode I could.
Cool. What about you, Ray Guy? What was your first exposure? Like, first introduction into Dragon Ball Z?
I couldn't have been more than 6 at the time. I was over in Walla Walla, staying at a great-grandparents' house, and just looking around on the TV, and all I remember of the time is seeing some short little kid with spiked hair and a tall blue-haired girl. That was technically my first one, but the first time that I actually watched Dragon Ball, I could have been more than 8.
Oh.
At my aunt's house on Saturday, watching Dragon Ball Z with my cousin.
Cool.
I believe it was one of the episodes from the Namek Saga.
Nice. Let me see. I guess my first exposure was what most other kids... Oh, yeah, I forgot he's glitching out because of the car wash.
No, we're already at the car wash. We're in the country right now.
Oh, nice. Where are you at right now?
Should be hitting Rantoul soon.
Cool. Actually, if you guys want to know, my first exposure was on Toonami.
Toonami.
How old were you?
I was actually 4 years old when I first watched this.
Oh, you got us, both of us beat. Jesus.
I watched this show, and this was actually... I watched this show before I watched the Pokemon anime. Which was honestly a good call, because if I watched the Pokemon series, I definitely wouldn't have gotten into Dragon Ball. So I'm very grateful Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I ever watched. So, thank you.
Oh, if we're talking... My first anime was the mid-90s Guyver anime.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Had them from... on VHS at the time.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we're talking about...
Oh, no. Basically, that's just how I started with Dragon Ball, though. I actually wouldn't watch the original Dragon Ball series until it showed on Toonami years later.
Have you ever seen the original Guyver anime?
No, but I've heard it's really good.
No.
Oh my god. Good and quite violent.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, you'll occasionally see some poor schmuck's head just pop like a zit.
Oh.
I think the first time I was experiencing any kind of anime was probably... It wasn't like Cowboy Bebop, but it was like really close and like, story arcs.
What, like Trigun?
It was, I couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me, but it was close to a Cowboy Bebop in the art style, kind of like storytelling.
Oh, then it's gotta be Trigun, because if,
Trigun or Outlaw Star?
Or, yeah, Outlaw Star, that's another one, yeah.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next question for you guys. Oh, and this one's for King Rhythm. King Rhythm,
Go ahead.
when it comes down to me, I have been playing Dokkan for years. What would you say is the best team you've ever created in Dokkan?
Huh. That's an interesting question, because are we talking like day one teams, or what are we talking here?
He's saying day one.
Just in general? Day one?
Yeah.
Oh my god. It had to have been my Android. Yeah, it had to be my Android team, honestly.
Nice.
The first unit I ever got was an STR cell, I believe.
Cool.
An STR cell. First unit I ever got. And since then, my best team I ever made was an Android team. But it later changed to like either Boo Saga or Saiyans in general.
That makes sense.
Pure Saiyans.
All right. We got another one. This is for Rye Guy.
All right.
What would you say to your extension, your favorite Dragon Ball Z game?
Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the Wii.
Nice.
Yeah. That was one of the very first things I ever paid for with my own money.
Oh.
I loved that game so much. I hear the Japanese version was better because that opening title song had lyrics.
Nice.
Oh my god. I heard it for the first time a few years ago, and I have been obsessed with downloading it. Like, it's not available outside of Japan unless you're on YouTube.
That makes sense. When it comes down to my first when it comes down to not my question, according to what they're asking here, what was the first Dragon Ball Z video game you've ever played? Oh. Wow, that's an interesting question. For me, my first one was Dragon Ball Z Budokai. That was the first. I got exposed very well into the series.
I think mine was Dragon Ball Z Budokai Another Road, I think it was called.
I think that was the Game Boy one, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. It's been too long.
Oh yeah.
Which was the first one I ever played, it was fun at the time.
The controls were a little awkward since I was playing the GameCube version of Budokai 1, but it was pretty good. Actually, hey King, what is your favorite Dragon Ball Z game?
This one is a bit newer. It's not like the older games, but Xenoverse 2 is probably the most fun I've ever had on a Dragon Ball game.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
It's one of the games I've poured the most money into, honestly.
That makes sense.
I like buying the DLCs they have because a lot of their DLC characters, the newer ones, are really fun.
Nice.
Well, yeah, they are.
Let me see. It's gotta be Budokai 3. Budokai 3 not only had the best combat system, it was a game that anybody can pick up and play. It was in my personal opinion, it is still one of the best Dragon Ball Z games, especially since you can customize each character's moveset to fit your playstyle. Unlike in other fighting games where you're stuck with that moveset for that particular character, in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, the sky's the limit. As long as it's within their continuity, you could basically create a character that has a moveset that fits whatever playstyle you want.
Yeah, I get that.
What's the next question on the chopping block?
Let me see. What is the worst Dragon Ball Z saga?
Am I allowed to take from any of the Dragon Ball source material?
Let me look. Yes.
So it doesn't matter. Does it just have to be Z, or can it be any others?
Oh,
I think it'd have to be, for me, it'd be from somewhere in GT.
Yeah.
Nope. It says Z specifically.
Oh,
Z specifically.
Oh.
I feel like. Okay, this is just my personal bias, but a lot of people. The first part of the Boo Saga.
I'm
It
I'm with
didn't
ya.
click with me.
with you,
It didn't
dude.
click with me. Now we're only talking about the first part. I love the rest of it.
The rest of it's pretty decent, but honestly,
I
yeah.
feel the same way- I feel the same way, but about the.
Because just looking at how Gohan turned out, if we're just how strong Gohan was in the Cell arc, and the way he progressed.
Oh yeah, they really did.
Yeah.
They did him wrong.
They did him dirty. Yeah, that's why the first part of the Boo Saga, I just not a big fan of.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on this one. The Boo Saga, I do like some parts, but overall, they did Gohan injustice. They did not help him whatsoever. Especially since his character arc was going so well after Cell.
Exactly.
Hell, even the BoJack movie gave him more justice than the Boo Saga.
Yeah. No, in universe, I blame Chi-Chi for his downfall.
Oh yeah, Chi-Chi's a bitch.
Yeah.
Hell, she's considered in culture as the worst mother in anime, if that tells you anything.
No. There is someone far worse. The I can't remember what her name is.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Which one has ever ruined a character's story arc as much as her?
I'm talking about sheer awfulness.
Oh, then yeah, that's a different story.
Yeah. But yeah, she really ruined Gohan, but it's but the other lady whose name once again that I can't remember, she really messed up her children. I remember watching one of Screwtack Gaming's top 10 worst moms.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, and yeah, she's bad. Anyway,
I do love that the honorary number 11 on their list was Mallory Archer. I mean, wow.
I'm not surprised she's on there.
Yeah, she was bad.
She still cared about her son, but you rarely saw her show it. But we're getting off track here.
Unless she was. Well, she rarely showed it when she was sober.
True. Alright, so. This one is. Oh, okay, this is for everyone. Who is your favorite Dragon Ball Z character?
That's a tough one.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a tough one.
Leave.
Piccolo.
No, I'm talking about this. Stupid freaking there,
like
guy.
The entire Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, I know. I was trying to get rid of this
That was
stupid
his prime
message.
time during Dragon Ball Z.
I swear to
Super
God, just
barely
leave me alone, you stupid messages. I'm literally getting messages from I'm not Dwayne, leave me alone.
What's going on?
I'm getting messages for this person named Dwayne who originally had my phone number, and I'm getting sick and tired of getting his messages.
Why not just block them?
Like, come on. You'd think by some miracle I'd be able to at least have no messages for that Dwayne person on my phone. Alright, so. Actually, a quick question for you, Master Chief. What would you say is your favorite Dragon Ball Z character?
Mine? Goku.
Goku?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm always the eternal good guy.
Yeah. Alright.
I honestly like Mr. Satan on Dragon Ball.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, he is one of the few characters to go up against the main villain and not get completely wrecked. That says something.
That's
but also,
true.
He's a genuinely nice guy
That's true.
who really cares about his family.
What about you, King Rhythm? Who's your favorite character?
Me? I already said it was Piccolo.
Oh, Piccolo? Yeah.
Yeah, he said Piccolo.
I would have to go with Vegeta, personally.
Vegeta, you said?
Yeah. One of the best story arcs I've ever seen in a series.
You have laundry to do,
Alright.
Yeah, Vegeta is a good character.
Alright.
We don't do it right now, do we?
Yeah? Let me look. Okay, here we go. We got another one. Okay. What do you think is the most embarrassing moment in the series? I know, I'm trying to...
Well, I think what they did to Gohan overall in the Buu Saga was rather embarrassing.
Yeah, that's totally understandable.
Dad, you don't need to tell me everything.
I still blame Chi-Chi for that.
How you doing there, Maximus? And of course, hello there to Phoenix Fire. Alright, give me a second here. Just trying to get everything set up here.
I need to be able to lock the door, Gavin. Let me get in the back first.
Okay, oh lord. What do you guys think of the upcoming Dragon Ball Superheroes series coming up, as well as the movie?
They both look fantastic.
The movie?
Yeah, the movie. I'm really hoping they don't screw it up.
Yeah. It looks like they're really going to be focusing on Gohan a lot in the new movie.
Yeah, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, I think they're all going to get more screen time.
Oh, yeah.
It will definitely be interesting to see how well that goes.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next question is, who is your favorite villain?
Favorite villain?
You're like, come on, guys, you're asking me to choose between my favorite children.
I think Frieza
Frieza?
would have to be my favorite.
Can I do movie villains? Is that possible?
Well, no. Well, you mean for?
I think movie villains would count, yeah.
For the. Oh.
For the question.
I really like Janemba's whole deal.
How he's literally the embodiment of everyone's sins.
Exactly, I like his whole deal, so I'm gonna go with Janemba.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, if I'm gonna go that route,
I have a follow-up question to that. What actually drew you to that character originally? I mean, was it something that you had to watch over and over, or did it kind of grab at you the very first time you saw the character?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know what draws me to him. I just like his whole deal.
for me,
Did it enhance the story at all, or did he? You know.
He honestly just clicked with me the first time I saw the movie.
That's exactly what I was.
What about you, Rye Guy?
My favorite villain? Definitely Frieza.
Oh, yeah. Frieza for me. And I think the reason why, for me anyway, is because he reminds me of the old classic pure villains from Disney. How they just literally just enjoy being evil.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and this is for those of you kids who are watching, because here's the thing. Villains back in Disney's older days are so much better than the ones in the newer films. Because they basically are pure evil. They love being evil. Look at freaking Frollo. Maleficent, Lady Tremaine, freaking Hades. All of them are villains that absolutely love being evil. And that was during the golden age of Disney, in my personal opinion.
Well, you had to have somebody, but back in the old days too, that there was a clear delineation between good and evil. So you couldn't have your good person be evil, and you couldn't have your evil person having traits of good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was actually a very, very clear line, and that's the reason why the good guy was always praised, and the bad person was supposed to die.
But that's the thing about Dragon Ball. A lot of the villains from that series eventually became allies with Goku. Tien, Yamcha, Piccolo, they're all characters that not only were evil, but they joined his side after all these years, and became teammates of his, defending the Earth against everything else. Look at Vegeta. He eventually became a hero in his own right, joining the side of good and defending the Earth against any foe. And now Broly's a part of it.
But remember one thing, though. If there's not an Earth and there's not certain realms over there, then you really don't have anything.
Mm-hmm. I did. You can't.
Alright, so let's take a look at next question here. Alright, this one's for you, Guy. You here?
King Rhythm's shouting.
Yeah, I'd mute him. Let him have his conversation in private. Alright. Oh. What? Alright, this person says, I am just getting started in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. What would you recommend for a person who's just getting started in the series?
Go with the human character because I believe they're the most well balanced amongst all of them.
Alright. What in the world was that? Huh. Anyway, yeah. Let's go over to the chat here and see what we have here. Alright, looks like first anime was Sailor Moon, which is ironic. For Phoenix Fire, huh?
Can we mute King Rhythm for a little bit?
Oh yeah, it looks like you could do that. He'll join in later. Android Saga was a pain in the ass, and as the Red Ribbon Army just couldn't leave well enough alone. That is so damn true. Bulma, of course, right there. She was the only female human who could take the wild Vegeta. Oh, Lord. Goku dying for the umpteenth time. Yeah, he dies a lot. They're just trying to reboot it for a new generation, but it makes it easier for newer fans to follow rather than the hardcore fans. And favorite villain is Chi-Chi. And it says right here, Chi-Chi makes the best villain because she's always against fighting, yet she still lets her husband and children go at it. What's going on?
King Rhythm just said he had to drop out for some reason.
That makes sense. Alright, so hopefully he'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Alright, so with that in mind, here is our next question. Okay. In your own personal opinion, what would you say is the best saga of the entire series of Dragon Ball Z?
I think it would have to be the Cell Saga because you really got to see Gohan become his own fighter, and then, well, it was sadly ruined by the Buu Saga, but it was still overall an amazing saga.
Very true. I have to agree. Cell Saga is definitely among my favorites, but if I'm going to say the one with the most memorable moments for me, it's got to be the Frieza Saga. Not only do we see a lot of our favorite characters be pushed to their limit against Frieza, but we also get the introduction of the Super Saiyan for the first time, which, in my personal opinion, is one of the most memorable moments in Dragon Ball history.
Oh, yeah.
So overall, it's definitely going to be interesting. All right, so double checking here. All right. Double check some here. All right.
Hello?
All right. What?
Okay. Really cool.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm just looking through the questions here. All right, here we go. We got another one. If you were to choose any specific Dragon Ball move to use at your own leisure, what would you choose and why?
Any move?
Yeah, I'd go Kamehameha all the way.
Yeah, I get that.
What about you?
No barking. Just a second.
No worries.
I don't think I can choose just one.
Can't choose just one?
Yeah, I can't choose just one.
All right,
There's
then.
so many.
Then what would you choose then?
There's just so many, but if I had to choose, I actually really like the Galaxy Gun.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
Or
definitely good.
actually, you know what? Let's go Final Kamehameha.
Oh yeah, actually yeah, I'm gonna switch my answer. Final Kamehameha is definitely the one. All right. All right. So we got another question.
Give me a second.
No worries. This next question is actually for me. In your own personal opinion, what would you say is the best character arc? Well, that's gotta be Vegeta for me anyway. Vegeta, in my personal opinion, had one of the better character arcs throughout just the entire franchise. Though,
Yeah.
honestly, right now, from what I saw with the Broly Super movie, I'm hoping that his arc gets more interesting as the series goes on. It will be very interesting to see how that turns out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Alright, so the next question is, what do you guys think of how Goku has been ever since Super?
He's been.
Do we really have to go there?
He's been all right, I guess. I mean, been getting stronger. That's pretty much par for the course.
That dude is the worst kind of human being.
Huh?
Goku.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, what?
I said Goku is the worst kind of human being now.
He's not human, so.
You get what I mean, though. The dude had nearly got his entire universe erased, nearly got the entire dimension destroyed because of his absolute stupidity.
Hey. I have to come to Goku's defense on the tournament of power. The Omni King's plan from the beginning was to see if any of the universes that were participating were worth saving. And if anyone made a wish other than to restore the other universes, the Omni King would have just gone, bye, click. Goku didn't know that it was going to turn into a life or death situation. He just wanted to fight the strongest people in the universe to see if he could get stronger.
Yeah, but there's also a difference between what the Omni King was doing and just straight up saying, "Oh yeah, why don't we just do this?"
Again, Goku didn't. No, I don't think anyone could have imagined that that, again, the tournament of power becoming a life or death situation. Again, Goku just wanted to fight the strongest people he can because it's genetic. All Saiyans want to fight and get stronger.
You would think that the Saiyans would actually have a little bit more common sense, because look at Broly.
They're brutish. Every single one of them. But
and yet Broly is different. So then why is he completely different from Goku? It just seems like that there's no excuse for Goku being that stupid. He should have been like, oh, maybe we could do this in a different way or something. He could have convinced the Omni King. The Omni King was willing to listen to him.
Oh, that's true. But for Broly, I think he didn't want to fight because his father forced him to.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he was emotionally abusive and all that. That's why Broly didn't want to fight. Grandpa Gohan was a martial artist and taught Goku how to fight, and that probably linked up with his own genetic battle lust, and Goku wanted to fight.
I don't know. I think that Goku has just unfortunately gotten dumber as the series progressed, in my personal opinion.
I would have to say that.
And I am trying really hard to get rid of all these notifications, because good lord, it is insane how many notifications there are on this freaking thing. I don't usually go on Discord with my Mr. Retroactive account, so it's a whole bunch of notifications that just pop up. But if you ever do get a chance, check out some of these channels. I actually got to talk to some of these guys. I got to hang out with them on some of their streams, and I actually got to join their Discords, and they've actually been pretty fun. So yeah, definitely support these channels if you guys ever get a chance. These guys do some fantastic work. Next, of course, is... Oh, it's another question about Goku. Has Goku gotten dumber in these last 20 years?
Yes, next question.
Yeah, that's way too easy of a question to answer. Let me see. Oh. Do you think Goku should have won his death battle against Superman? Yes.
Yes, but I get why he's lost.
I get why he lost the first time. Yeah. The second time, no.
It should have been a lot closer, but he did unfortunately lose. But I believe with more Ultra Instinct training, he would have a good chance. So if Vegeta fought Superman, Vegeta probably would have won because he's a lot more ruthless than Goku.
That is true, but here's the thing. I'm gonna have an argument here. Not only here's the thing, with Super Saiyan God form, he should have been thousands of times faster than Superman by far. He also should have been much stronger than Superman. He could have easily taken him down a few notches. And he doesn't shy away from killing people if he needs to. Because I don't know. I just don't see Goku losing the way he did in the second one. He should have easily just taken down Superman in his Super Saiyan Blue form. That's just how I see it. Because his power boost should not only have been more than enough to take out Superman, it shouldn't have been that much of a problem. In his normal state to Super Saiyan 4, I completely understand him getting his butt handed to him. But in the Super Saiyan God form, no, he should not have lost.
Yeah. I mean, especially with how strong Goku is now after the Tournament of Power, especially after his fight with Broly, he should be more than enough to take on Superman.
Yeah, so I think in this case, for as much as I do like Death Battle, I think they dropped the ball on that particular Death Battle. They just completely screwed it up.
What? But I believe at the time of the first Death Battle, I think they still hadn't had their rules in place, because I remember going back to some of them, like the Sonic versus the original Sonic versus Mario Death Battle, I think was before they had the rules in, and Sonic won that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Sonic won the first one, Mario won the second.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Alright. Here is another question.
Alright.
Oh, this is interesting. What would you guys think if Goku... if Raditz returned to the series? Could he have a similar redemption arc to Vegeta? Well, if Masako X can make a good story about him, where he actually had some sort of redemption, I say, yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Hell, he made a story about the Ginyu Force recently, so yeah. What does that tell you? I think that one's still going. But yeah, honestly, as long as he's written well and he could at least do it right, I don't think we'll have too much of a problem.
Yeah. Oh, and if he does come back, I think his first fight should be with Pan, and I would love to see him lose very hard to her, just for an ego-shattering moment.
That's true. That could definitely work out in the favor. I would definitely say that. But honestly, wouldn't it be awesome if he did have his match with Vegeta and would have won if he just tried? I think, if anything, his motivation to change would be through, well, surprisingly, Vegeta. Because I think he would have been a lot nicer to Raditz if he did come back into the series. Nappa, not so much.
Yeah. Because
for as much as Vegeta... Because here's the thing. Nappa's a pure Saiyan warrior from that era. There's no question about it. Even if you wanted him to, realistically, he would never change. Raditz had always had that potential. Because, think about it. He gave his brother multiple chances to either walk away from the fight or join him. He gave him so many damn chances. He could have easily killed him, no question about it. But no, he didn't.
You got me there.
And remember, he is the son of Guinea and Bardock technically in the super back timeline.
Yeah.
So, if anything, why not?
It's possible.
I personally think that he has a greater chance for change now than he ever did in his original introduction. But at the same time, he wasn't fully evil to begin with. Not compared to Nappa, at least.
Yeah.
Nappa was just a homicidal maniac.
Yeah.
Alright, and...
So if he did come back, I'm sure he'd once again become Vegeta's whipping boy.
Unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. It would be for the best, because...
That is true.
Yeah.
Because, damn...
hell, I actually would love to see... I'm pretty sure that by now, even Yamcha is much stronger than Nappa was.
You would think, considering that he could easily one-shot him no problem now.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of embarrassing, but ever since the Cell Saga, and yes, Majin Buu Saga, he is far stronger than Nappa ever was. So it is kind of sad to think that if they ever brought him back, Yamcha could easily just murder his ass, no problem.
Alright, let's move on to the next question.
Alright, next question. Okay. Do you think it's possible that the Ginyu Force could have turned good if they were spared?
Possible.
Maybe?
Yeah. Out of everyone who served Frieza, I think the one who had the most potential to become good probably would have been Zarbon, because all Goku had to say is, "You want to make a wish?" And Zarbon could have wished for eternal youth.
That is very true. For what it's worth, though, I definitely say that, if anything, the one key... and here's the thing, folks. The one key commonality in his Frieza Force, they fear the hell out of the guy.
Well, yeah.
If there's any chance they could survive by turning against him, they would take it. Now, of course, some... Yeah, because unfortunately there are some that are just deathly loyal to Frieza. Like Captain Ginyu, I don't expect him ever switching to the side of good. But the rest of the Ginyu Force, maybe.
Possible. I think they're more loyal to Captain Ginyu than Frieza himself.
Yeah, that would be the only...
Because he does inspire a lot of camaraderie between the members of the Ginyu Force.
True.
He's a somewhat effective leader.
True.
And even though he serves Frieza, he seems like a nice enough guy.
That's true.
Plus, to boost camaraderie, he does all those poses with them, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he could turn Captain Ginyu away from Frieza, the rest would fall like a house of cards and follow you.
Very true. Okay, next question. Oh, okay. How effective do you think Frieza is as a leader?
Fairly effective. Sheer amounts of terror could destroy your planet with a pinky on his absolute worst day.
True.
So, yeah, it is better to be feared than respected if one cannot have both, and he clearly has both in great quantity.
Yeah. I actually have to admit, for what it's worth, running an empire for as long as he did is still pretty impressive, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason why he failed outright and his empire collapsed was because of a certain young Saiyan. So,
yeah.
Actually, and I'm not talking about Goku.
Trunks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting killed by Vegeta's spawn. What are the odds of that, huh? Poor bastard. There was no luck going for Frieza at this point.
Nope.
However, unlike other villains, he doesn't let it discourage him. Heck, if anything, he actually realized that immortality may not be such a good thing.
Yeah, because if he attained immortality and didn't get any stronger, and Goku did, he'd become the Saiyan's punching bag permanently.
Pretty much. Or, like, say if, almost like what Mortal Kombat 11 did. With Shinnok having been beheaded, yet he's still alive.
Oh, yeah.
Good lord, just imagine if that happened to you. Then you're like, damn it, now I'm stuck as a head for the rest of my life. Or should I say rest of my eternity.
Yep.
Honestly, though, if you guys want me to rate him as an effective leader, I'd say a 7 out of 10.
I'd say a solid 8.
Well, the reason why I give him a 7 is that he didn't have any contingencies for when he eventually did get killed.
That's because he never believed he would get killed.
Yeah, if I was in his position, I would make sure I had contingencies planned to ensure that if I died, the Empire could still run without me. As you saw for a little while, it did because of some of his more loyal minions trying to, but they just weren't strong enough to inspire the same amount of fear he could. exactly my point.
But yeah, there were attempts, but they weren't successful.
Exactly, like King Cold, for instance. He had a contingency plan. Cooler and Frieza were his contingency plans. He would pass it down to him in case if something happened to him, or he just knew that he wasn't ready to continue the job anymore.
Yep.
So that's the reason why I'm dropping his score to a 7 for leadership, because he could have done so much better.
The reason why my score is an 8 is because now that he's back, he probably does have a contingency or two, and the main one is to stay strong enough to be able to oppose Vegeta and Goku.
That's true. That is very true.
While still staying away from them so he doesn't actually have to fight unless he has to.
Yeah, honestly, for what it's worth, though, yeah, he's definitely, unlike other villains, he learns from his mistakes. No question.
Yes.
Because, look at Cell, for instance. He never necessarily learned from his mistakes. He was just so focused on his one mission. That's it.
Yep.
And when he finally got what he wanted, he was just acting like a spoiled little brat most of the time.
I mean, he was 6 years old.
Well, true. But then we look at Frieza. Frieza, for instance, yes, he is a spoiled brat, but he knew full well what he was capable of. His what most people call overconfidence, I see as more he's very confident in himself and he knows what he's capable of. But he's also not opposed to learning from his mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, say the time he got recruited to the Tournament of Power. If he knew that it would give him at least a slightest bit of a chance to at least be brought back, he would take it. Even if it means he has to swallow his pride for a little bit just to join Goku and his friends winning the Tournament of Power.
Mm-hmm.
As long as he got what he wanted.
And he did.
Yeah, and he did. He got brought back to life thanks to Whis. So there is a lot of potential here for him to grow, not just as a character, but a villain. And a very good one at that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Though I gotta say, he's far from my all-time favorite villain.
Who's your all-time favorite villain?
I would have to say Wamu from Battle Tendency.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, because he was a warrior through and through. I mean, during his introduction in Battle Tendency, when Cars stepped into Wamu's shadow, or was it ECDC that stepped into Wamu's shadow? Well, one of them stepped into the shadow and attacked out of pure instinct. And instead of being berated, Cars applauded him for being so true to his instincts.
That's
but
true.
At the end of his time in Battle Tendency, he became more sympathetic because at one time he was ordered by Cars to kill one of the early practitioners of Hamon, and he was just a young child and could barely defend himself. And Wamu would have preferred to engage him in combat, but he really wasn't old enough to.
Understandably, yeah.
So he had a heart, and even while he was disintegrating after using his ultimate attack and lost to Jojo, he killed the vampires that tried to end him.
Yep, this is right here. Let me see.
And for that, he has my utmost respect for staying true to his values.
Yeah, it says right here, Frieza's arrogance was just like the Emperor's from Star Wars. He thought he was going to live forever and didn't need to worry about any small threats to his power. It's that arrogance that made Frieza last as long as he has.
Yep.
That's true. But, here's another question. Where would you put your favorite Dragon Ball Z villain in your top 10 favorite villains of all time list? Ooh.
Oh, that's a hard one. I think Frieza would definitely be in the top 5 of the top 10, but he wouldn't be my number one favorite villain. I'd have to do some serious rewatching to decide who would be in my top 10.
Yeah, when it comes down to my top 10, folks, I definitely have to say that there are quite a few that definitely hit that point. If anything, I would definitely say maybe he might show up at, I don't know, maybe my top 20. I know so many villains, or at least back when I first saw him. Now with his additional arc and Super, as well as of course the new Broly movie, I gotta be honest, I gotta put him in my top 10 now. He definitely has earned it.
I just remembered something. Apparently,
yeah, the lighting unfortunately
Crunchyroll
did.
is absorbing the Funimation streaming service's entire
it's gonna get
anime library.
True.
I thought I'd let you know.
Wait, what?
Crunchyroll, I believe because Crunchyroll is now owned by Sony, which also owns the Funimation streaming service, they're getting combined into one streaming service under Crunchyroll's banner.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and people who already had a subscription to Funimation are getting 60 days of free membership on Crunchyroll.
Nice.
How's that?
Oh, thank you.
Just gotta wait for more English dubs of the animes I've been watching to show up on Crunchyroll, because as much as I like the original audio, I don't always want to have to rely on subtitles.
Very true on that one. All right, let's go with the next one. Okay. This is interesting. If you guys were ever given a chance to join the Dragon Ball Z lore, or Dragon Ball Super lore now, how would you guys, what character would you guys use in order to be part of the story?
I've actually thought about this quite a bit over the years. I have a couple characters, but I don't know who I would choose.
Sorry. If me, I actually have one character I've used a lot in, and yes, I know a lot of people don't like this game. Some people like it, some people hate it. You guys know Ultimate Tenkaichi, right?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
The game isn't bad per se. It could have been better. But I did create a character that, in my personal opinion, would have been perfect for the whole thing. But that's just me, though. But if I wasn't allowed to use that one, I would have gone with my Saiyan character from my from what I was streaming on my channel, or possibly any of the characters I have from my other profile.
Yeah, I probably would have used my Xenoverse 2 character.
Yeah. But how would they be introduced into the series? That's an interesting question. I personally don't know how that would work out, but...
Well, I haven't fleshed out the detail, like the minute details, but I always envisioned Tor, my character from Xenoverse 2, as a scientist, which, if he was around on planet Vegeta at the time of its destruction, he could have been working on something for Frieza, and, the ensuing release of energy from the planet could have interfered, blah, 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 and then a wormhole opened up. He could have fallen in with it with his experiments, and then somehow landed on Earth or whatever. Like I said, haven't fleshed out all the details.
That's understandable. But yeah, I really don't know how my character would be able to fit into this. If anything, he could be a actual person that would go back in time instead of... Because I know that a lot of people would say, what if he came back... Because if you guys know the story mode for the character creator in Dragon Ball Ultimate Tenkaichi, that one takes place hundreds, I think over 1,000 years in the future. After everything has been done, the world is already plunged in the darkness. One more Saiyan is still around, ready to kick butt and that sort of stuff. But honestly, if they did something like that, he could have wished for him to go back in time and try to prevent the events from happening, but instead he gets sent back so far, and he ends up with Goku and his friends. But that would be the only thing I could think of. Alright, let's take a look at the next question on our list. And remember, you guys can easily ask questions as well.
Quick question for me. How many more do we have to go? Because I got some preparation to do for tonight, remember?
We only have a few more questions, and then we'll be officially done with our episode.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason why we're going to be ending it early is that I'm going to be preparing to go out with Rai Guy and his family. They're inviting me to go to dinner with them, so I'm going to take advantage of the situation, because good lord, Louisiana cooking's amazing.
That reminds me. Is Master Chief feeling better?
Huh?
Is Master Chief feeling well enough to go with us?
I'm going to ask him again. Hopefully it looks like he's doing okay, but I don't know for certain, but I'll let you know. Alright. Here we go. Okay, this is an interesting one. If you were to write your own story for Dragon Ball, how would you do it?
I have not given that enough thought to actually give an answer besides what I'm saying.
For me, since they already are bringing back Cell and superheroes, so...
Wait, they said that?
Sounds like it's been confirmed that Cell will be returning.
Alright.
That might not be a good thing, but still. I don't mean like he's a bad character, it's just that the universe is going to get a whole lot more dangerous.
Alright. Oh, I have a question for us. What's your favorite bit of fan-created content for Dragon Ball?
Oh, fan creations. Well, there's
I would
actually...
have to say just about anything created by Devil Artemis.
That's true.
That shit is insane.
Yeah, if anything, I'm actually going to go with Masako X on this one. I like a lot of his what-if stuff. It really does get the theory juices flowing of what could happen in this scenario if things went down this path or things went down this path. So it's pretty interesting of the stuff that he comes up with, especially with all the fans asking him these questions.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can see that.
But other than that, though, definitely Devil Artemis.
Yeah, definitely Devil Artemis.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what he comes up with next.
Oh my god. I mean, when he introduced Kermit into the whole Devil Artemis universe, it just got weirder from there.
Yeah.
So fucking weird.
Oh, yes.
Especially when he had Zarbon himself come in.
Actually, I remember one time, that and I'm not even going to joke about this with you guys. The first time I ever heard about Devil Artemis was actually through a episode of another person I checked out, King Vegeta's channel, and I saw all three of them, him, Slick Goku, and Devil Artemis, all playing Call of Duty Warzone. And dear God, I think there was one joke this dude made that just made all three of them just lose their shit. It was funny.
Kagi does a lot of react videos that involve Devil Artemis. There's even one episode of Cell versus Zarbon where Cell was trying to use a tree to
Yeah.
peon since he's homeless. And then Zarvon just kind of sidles up right next to him, even though there's a bazillion more trees.
Yeah, I know.
And then Cell knows where this is going, and then screams for Kagi to stop reacting and call 911.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Oh, Lord.
And then I remember Kagi reacting to that video, and that was really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of sad that Kagi can't do the voice of Shallot in the Devil Artemis episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It'd just be so much funnier if he could.
True. All right, we have at least 2 more questions to go before we end today's RetroActive's Corner Just Chatting episode, basically. All right, here we go.
Oh,
which is...
I just remembered one more bit of Dragon Ball Z fan content. Years and years ago, Takahata was at some sort of convention, and John St. John was there. You know who he is, right?
Yeah, isn't he the...
Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he... Taka had John in St. John in his Duke Nukem voice read a small bit of 50 Shades.
Oh no.
It was actually not bad. It was one of the more tamer parts of the book, I'm guessing, because it didn't make me squirm, but it was still funny that. And the whole time, Taka, if I remember correctly, was wearing a Scouter.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the next question. Oh. Okay, interesting. If there was a new character that would show up, what voice actor would you have loved to see play that role? And yes, you could even include dead actors as well. I would love to see a villain be voiced by Tony J. He was the guy who did the voice of Frollo in Hunchback of Notre Dame. That definitely would be a good one.
Let's see. Voice actor for a new Dragon Ball villain.
And they could, of course, be dead or alive. The other one I would definitely say maybe Vincent Price.
Okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, Vincent Price for a super creepy villain, definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But who would be a good... Giancarlo Esposito does a good villain in Mandalorian, I believe, Season 2 and Far Cry 6.
That is true.
Definitely be a good charismatic villain.
That's true. What other voice actor do I know of that could easily do a villain role?
James Earl Jones, I mean...
Oh, yeah, James Earl Jones could easily if he, Keith David.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because he did a very good villain in Dr. Facilier. Though he also could be Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog Disney movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or he could be a very good hero character for with all that, honestly. But that's just me, though.
But I think he should be like a real happy, upbeat kind of hero if he does, because with his voice, he always seems to be kind of the anti-hero, because of course Spawn.
But look at Goliath though.
Huh?
Look at Goliath from the Gargoyles.
Well, yeah, he was definitely a hero, more upbeat than Spawn, but not upbeat enough.
True.
Yeah. Right, I have some stuff to do, so let's move on to that final question.
All right, here we go with the final question. Okay. Which character, if you were to choose, would you like to see die permanently in Dragon Ball Z? In the franchise as a whole. Okay. Wow, that got dark. That is really interesting.
I don't think I can really choose.
Also, it says Chi-Chi doesn't count. It's too easy. Okay, that's funny.
No, Chi-Chi sadly wouldn't be able to die because...
Technically, they did kill her off once.
Yes, but they brought her back after the Buu Saga. It was concluded.
No, there was also the time in Super when Zamasu killed her. And Goten.
Oh, in the alternate timeline. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go now.
Yep.
See you later.
See you around, man. All right, and yeah, I gotta go with maybe personally Goku. That would be just me, because good lord, give someone else the spotlight. Anyway, guys, I want to thank, of course, Ryguy and King Rhythm for joining us. Unfortunately, King Rhythm had some stuff to do, so that's the reason why he had to leave. Of course, Ryguy, I'll be meeting him very soon. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing Roblox Sunday, so hopefully you guys will be able to join us for that. And, of course, we have, well, I'm praying to God D&D, but if not, then we're going to do something like Minecraft or Mario. That really does depend on the situation. And, of course, we have sports where we're going to be doing Mutant Football League. We're going to try to win our 4th Mayhem Bowl title. I'm really hoping we can get there. Until then, I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you all next time. And we're going to and I'm just going to say this right now. This is Mr. RetroActive signing out. Have a great day, everybody.